of you are new to the school or you're brand new kindergartners, and I want to say welcome to the downtown school. It's an awesome place, and I know that you have an amazing teacher. And I'm so excited to work with you this year. We're going to be doing some investigations into bubbles for these next few weeks in enrichment. So if you've got some bubble solution already at your house, or if you and your family want to mix up a bubble potion, check out the recipes in my journal or look online. Let's get some good bubbling soap going and do some experiments. Today, you're going to be doing body bubbles. That means making bubbles using just your hands. So you don't need anything else from your kit today. You can set that all aside, save it for next week. So the first thing you want to try is making bubbles with your fingers. The bubble guides on these pages give you kind of a demonstration, but of course, they're bubble guides. They're not people, so they look a little bit differently than you. You can see that the guy's making kind of an okay symbol, or just kind of a hand telescope. Take that, dip it into your bubble fluid, and blow. See what happens. Did something cool happen? I can't wait to hear about it. Can you use your hand to blow bubbles on a tabletop? So instead of blowing in the air, try to put your hand down in that bubble fluid and then can you make a big bubble on the table like the bubble guy did in the picture? What about using two hands to make a big bubble? Try to put your hands down in your bubble solution, pick it up, stretch your bubble, and blow. What happens? Do you get different bubbles if you blow slowly versus quick? Do the bubbles pop sometimes? What do you think makes the differences? How many people can you get to blow into the same bubble? Now, I'm sure this goes without saying, but this is really only safe these days of people that are in your household or that you have permission to try this with your family. But I bet your family would give you permission to try this with maybe brothers or sisters or maybe some of your grown-ups in your household that are working with you. Just make sure that you have permission so that you're not sharing germs. And then try it out. Check out the bubble people. They're having an awesome time. Can you make several big bubbles? Can you combine little bubbles to turn into a big one? What about a bubble inside a bubble? Test that out and see what happens. What about making a line of bubbles down your arm? Now, Bubble Guy here is using a straw, which we're going to try next week. But can you do that with your hand? Get them all lined up down there. What about someplace else? Again, with permission, don't get bubbles all over the walls. I don't want your parents mad at me. Ask where there might be good places on your body or in your house, maybe in the kitchen or bathroom, to test out different surfaces for bubbles. And after you've experimented and experiment all you want, I want you to play with those bubbles and have a great time. I want you to do a little writing, maybe with some help from one of your grown-ups at home, or drawing, or both, about what you notice, some things that you feel like you learned about bubbles, you would be excited to tell someone else about, things that you wonder, maybe some questions popped up while you were doing this. What do you wonder about? And what you feel like the best part of this activity was? What was fun? I like to know that, and so does your teacher, so that we can plan more activities that you think are fun. And for next week, so you can get prepared, you're going to need those straws from your bubble packet, but just the straws, not the pipe cleaners or the yarn. You can keep those in the bag. You might also want to collect a few more straws or maybe some empty plastic water bottles. We're going to have some challenges that might use different types of materials next week. Happy exploring. And if you don't have ideas for how to recycle some of these materials, I will welcome them all back as long as they're washed to use in the maker space. So collect those materials, try to find some cool things to reuse and repurpose, and I will see you next week to make some more bubble magic. Bye, guys.